All right, let's settle a debate once and for all. If you had to pick the definitive king of sitcom sarcasm, the absolute master of the self-deprecating punchline, who you got? 99% of you just said Chandler Bing, and you are absolutely right. Was falling down a YouTube rabbit hole the other night and stumbled across this massive 50-minute compilation titled The Ones with Chandler versus Everyone Else, Part 2. And honestly, it's pure, unadulterated comedic gold. It takes us right back to the absolute peak of Friends, reminding us why the late, great Matthew Perry was a certified genius. The compilation kicks off by highlighting Chandler's transition into management, or, as Joey beautifully puts it, Mr. Bossman Bing. What makes this specific arc so brilliant is how it shifts the group dynamic. Suddenly, the guy who used to make fun of his corporate job is the corporate job, watching his co-workers ruthlessly mock his speaking cadence. Could that report be any later? Is a meta masterpiece because the show is literally making fun of its own character's most famous trope. Next up, the compilation reminds us of the legendary hypnosis tape era. Monica gives Chandler a tape to help him quit smoking. Standard stuff, right? Except the tape is specifically designed for women. Within days, Chandler is sleepily repeating, "You are a strong, confident woman who does not need to smoke." The visual comedy here is unmatched. You see this grown man sitting at a table, subconsciously acting incredibly feminine, crossing his legs, tossing his invisible long hair, and entirely changing his posture. Matthew Perry's physical comedy during this entire arc is so subtle, yet so incredibly loud, it's brilliant. But if we're talking about high-stakes chaos, the video reaches its absolute climax when Monica and Chandler try to keep their relationship a secret, leading to the ultimate secret-spilling war. This segment of the compilation is a rapid-fire comedy machine. Ross gets exposed for a very unfortunate gastrointestinal incident on Space Mountain in Disneyland. Chandler gets exposed for winning a Vanilla Ice look-alike contest, which Ross came in fourth in and cried about. Monica gets exposed for not being able to tell time until she was 13 and eating macaroni off a jewelry box. It perfectly captures what made Friends special. The absolute lack of boundaries. They love each other, but the second someone threatens their survival, they will incinerate their best friend's entire reputation without hesitating. Of course, a Chandler versus everyone else video wouldn't be complete without the single most iconic petty feud in the history of television. The battle for the chair. It starts so small. Joey steals Chandler's seat while he goes to the bathroom. Chandler takes the cushions because the cushions are the essence of the chair. Joey escalates by hiding Chandler's underwear. And then, the retaliation to end all retaliations. Joey walks through the door, wearing literally every single piece of clothing Chandler owns. Do the impression or smile widely. When Joey lunges into the room doing lunges and says, "Look at me, I'm Chandler. Could I be wearing any more clothes?" It kills me every single time. What this compilation highlights so well is the contrast between Chandler's intellectual, witty sarcasm and Joey's purely absurd physical, childlike retaliation. They are the ultimate comedic foil for one another. So what's the final verdict on this compilation? Honestly, it's an absolute 4.8 out of 5 stars. The only reason it's not a perfect 5 is because a 50-minute video can feel a little daunting at first glance. But the pacing is so tight and the editing flows so naturally from one iconic era to the next that the time just flies by. It's the perfect nostalgic binge watch for a lazy Sunday. It shows Chandler at his absolute best. Defensive, deeply insecure, incredibly sharp, but ultimately, the fiercely loyal heart of the group.